How you can start journaling. Does the concept of journaling daily sound intimidating? Are you afraid that you might be doing it wrong? What if you get stuck on what to write about or don't have the motivation to write at all? Worry not, as we'll go over some tips together for you to better get a sense of how you can start journaling. To better understand what journaling is and its numerous benefits, feel free to check out the other videos I've made on journaling, linked in the description. And let's go! Right off the bat, you should know that there is no wrong way to journal. Everybody is different, and so is their style. Some may prefer the traditional pen-to-paper journal, while others find typing more efficient. Where you choose to journal depends on your own style, and for all I care, you can use a room dedicated to writing on walls. The rule of thumb for journaling is doing whatever feels right to you, and acknowledging what you personally find important to write down. My journal entries aren't fixed to a specific set of rules or topics needing to be discussed. As an example, here are some ways that I use my journal. I personally have a love-hate relationship with my journal, although I will lean more toward being grateful for it. Despite the hardships I face with its seemingly needy demands on the days that I don't feel like fulfilling them, I often feel inclined to write down even just a few things in my journal every day. There are many things I'm doing in my journal, almost unconsciously. As it isn't paperwork to show to other people, journaling for yourself is pretty intuitive. Here's a quick list of components that shapes my journal that I think you find yourself doing too. Venting, not much to it, I think. If you had a bad day, writing can help get it off your chest and confront the issue instead of pretending that it doesn't exist. Anecdotes, they help keep your journal interesting. Anecdotes are basically little stories that have happened in your life that you could share. For example, you might write down some good memories you formed with friends at a movie theater or a nice chat you had with your loved ones. Not only are anecdotes fun to look back on, it's also a great way to practice creative writing. Self-acknowledgement. This is something you can do while writing about your day and yourself. You can practice positive self-talk by acknowledging your ambitions and reassuring yourself that you are able to achieve them if you genuinely believe so. A study by Dominican University found that those who wrote down their goals were 42% more likely to achieve them. Self-reflection. This is the part where you think about stuff and decide to write them down, meaning you've selected that thought to focus on. Journaling usually helps you recognize what you think is important, and through that, you can reflect on why. For example, when you journal, since you don't remember every single action that happened today off the top of your head, you might think about things that happened today, and memorable ones that left a mark will pop out. From there, you might recall that call with a loved one you made and how much they mean to you, and make a note in your writing to call them more or check up on them. If I'm scaring you with all these quote-unquote journaling strategies, keep in mind that you should not feel obligated to address all of them. Also, remember, just start writing. It could be anything that pops into your head. Anything is better than a blank page. I don't care about the neatness of your entries or your grammar, as long as it's comprehensible, that should be the least of your concerns. You should have seen my journal entries. However, one good tip for a more effective journal is to find a way to resolve things instead of leaving it open-ended. No, I don't mean that journaling will magically make all of your life issues disappear. However, instead of solely complaining about the complexities of life, you can try to explain what's causing the issue too. For example, if you say that you feel angsty and stressed all the time, you may add that it's because of the excessive homework and lack of rest. From there, you might reflect on the issue by thinking about what you can do to resolve it, or what you have done in the past. I can't really control the amount of homework I have, but I can increase my productivity through exercising. I have found taking a walk in the past to be helpful in reducing stress and also increasing my productivity for work afterwards. It's a win-win situation, allowing time for taking a break and exercising, while also increasing my productivity to allow that. Quick disclaimer. Although journaling is a really good method for coping with your thoughts and emotions, it really shouldn't be your main source of treatment for a mental health issue you might be dealing with. Think of journaling as a supplement to the extra professional care that you need. Another good thing to be reminded of is that although talking to yourself and understanding your thought process is helpful, talking with others and exchanging ideas will also be really beneficial to you. Instead of reflecting upon yourself in isolation, you may also want to raise your awareness of your behaviors and interactions with other people. For that, it's also important to talk to other people or attempt to reach out and surround yourself with an understanding and supportive community. That said, what are you waiting for? Pick up that pen or keyboard and start adding to that benevolent piece of blank canvas. Good luck!